mean, look at this, it's fucking... Pip-Boy no longer pauses the game when you want to change weapons or armor. What a fucking brilliant idea! Why is this not always an option? I think this is honestly genius. In Fallout 1 and 2, swapping weapons in a fight was a serious disadvantage. It would basically cost you a turn if you didn't plan it correctly. Imagine if Reservoir Dogs suddenly paused for a second and Mr. White ended up holding a missile launcher. That'd have fucked the scene up a little, wouldn't it? Where'd you get that, Steve Buscemi would say, who'd somehow been shot in the face in a different movie. Imagine wanting to change a weapon in Fallout 4 if the game didn't pause. You'd need to be quick and choose at the right moment, or run into cover ready to make your decision. This small change would totally alter a huge part of the game and make the combat situations, which there are a lot of, so much more tense and strategic. But nah, that would make the game challenging, which is somehow a bad thing.
The roads are the dustiest, the winds are the gustiest, the gates are...
If you aren't fighting in Fallout 4, you're exploring. So it stands to reason that this needs to work really well in VR too. It does. It's so good in VR, it works so well. There is so much stuff in this game. I mean, here's a random list of items in the game to give you an idea of the fucking insane degree they've jammed shit into it. There are beer bottles, baseballs, beakers, paintbrushes, toothbrushes, hairbrushes, pint glasses, drinking glasses, shot glasses, eyeglasses, cork, copper, concrete cloth, beryllium fucking agitators, gnomes, gears, globes, glass, gold, swan boat fragments. I mean, just skulls alone. Brahmin skulls, Kappa skulls, skull cap bones, skull faceplate, skull fragment. God, these guys like skulls. Upper skull, human skull, and you get the idea. I wonder if it's just me, but I totally miss collecting the bobbleheads all the time. Or a really cool weapon will be just lying on a desk and I'll blindly wander past and start wandering with the fans instead. Because in this game, screw is the economical word for a fucking human being. Not now, Sean, there are screws here, I can smell them. What I mean to say is exploring in this game is quite an involved task, because every room has so much in it. You spend half the game time looking through shelves, deciding whether or not you really can fit in another typewriter. Literally discarding fucking missile launchers to make room for more pepper mills. I need them, really. In VR, and I seriously mean this, you miss nothing, and exploring a room takes literally no time at all, because you're actually in that room. You see, in real life, if you were to walk into a really cluttered room, but there was a fucking gun in the corner, you're gonna probably take note. And it's the same here. And because you can actually reach out and grab the things yourself, you can rummage through a room and steal stuff faster than a kleptomaniac on speed. I'm just gonna see if I can grab an item through the walls. I put my arm through. What the fuck is happening? It may seem like a minor point, but you spend a lot of time in this game looking through rooms, and it works exponentially better in VR.
Turn to the experts at NerdWallet.
You're awake.
Or your daughter's soccer
How
career.
about that?
With a new backyard big enough to kick in, we can help you find...
You saw me
never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do? got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay, no sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the... over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties. Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you no... better than a bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Bandit. Light. Mother. Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one? Last one. that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you. Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head. I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
That's not a good idea.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners. Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though, if you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something. But I think it's just a broken-down relic with no place to be. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need. Always happy to help someone down on their luck. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the side. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along? Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways. Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way. Okay, you're on. Go give him hell. See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me. Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
It was over in a moment and the folks had gathered round. There before them lay the body of
Howdy.
the outlaw on the ground.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested? All right then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Play the guitar, play it again, my Johnny. Maybe you're cold, but you're so warm inside. For my Johnny, for the one they call Johnny Guitar. Play it again, Johnny Guitar. What if you go? What if you stay? I love you. What if you go? You can be kind. I know. Never a man like my Johnny, like the one
a no.